Oof, man, I'm sleepy. I just slept. I slept for like 12 hours. I've done that, or 10 hours or so. I've done that last couple of days. Just bam, just crashed. I don't let physical discomfort from chemical poisoning bother me. I just tell my body, you gotta rest. You can't sit there. Before they're killing me. Now it's like, just rest. If they kill you, you're dead. It's a, it's pretty much, they poison you to death, you're gonna die, right? So when you get up and you do things to recover, you sit there and you tell yourself, well, what's the option? Well, then you die. It's okay. Well, they go, well, either going to poison you to death or you going to recover. There's your point. There's your, and my quality of life has been absolutely miserable most of my whole life. And I'm such a quality person that I've made life a good experience for myself and others around me, because I'm faithful and upbeat and positive and kind and caring and very protecting of the bullied from the bullies. It's just the way that technology is now. It's just like, God damn, I'm like on an island. I feel like I'm on the island of Misfast Boys. Who wants to play with a Charlie in the box, right? And so, you feel like that. And it's like, yeah. And last night I was sitting there and they had a thing on the advertisements on, I watched a bit on Fox News, and with this little cute blonde from the Trump administration. Cute blonde from the Trump administration. Excuse me, wait a minute, you're not a cute blonde. You want a job doing what? No, Amorosa. She was crazy. No, we can't have no Amorosas. We need a cute blonde that does as she's told. Okay. Cute blonde does as you're told. Okay, you're in the gig. All cute blondes should have jobs, and they should also be spokes people for advertising stuff too. How do we know it's a cute blonde? We don't. Just sounds like a cute blonde. It could be a girl that's from India, but she sounds like a cute blonde. You're funny. Well, so they have this advertising thing about this lady. I think she was in Memphis, right? And she said God told her to start a school. It's like, stand up for the Proverbs, and then the school will be your house. You won't have to send your daughter off to indoctrination at an institution. You'll have a home and a family. You'll be free from debt and trespass. We'll build you a house to last, with the materials needed to, with the whole community will get together and say, this is your home. This is where you're going to raise your daughter. What happened to your man? What'd you run off the man for? Government ran off the man. Why did you vote for president? We're learning here. No school. Schools, we could have buildings that used to be like schools where we have football teams and stuff like that, where people get together to do community events and share, you want to get together and do that. Yeah, but it won't be quite as much as it used to be. There's quite as much indoctrination. They used to close the whole school down for the whole summer so we could do farming, so we could eat, right? Yeah, then play baseball and shit, Hey, yeah, baseball, right? Be careful. It's kind of a dangerous game. Hockey, even more dangerous than baseball, right? So you got to be careful with those two. You got to watch what you're doing. The first things you need to teach when you teach hockey and baseball is safety of the other people, and watch what you're doing. It's a game. Now the guy, when you slap shot it, you got to be careful. We got to get right safety equipment for the other guys, like the goalie has, and stuff. And, out there playing, especially keep the face safe in the head, from a puck. That thing is plastic. I don't know what they originally made them fuckers out of. Was it plastic? It was, what was the original patch made out of wood? Or I don't know, was it like the burnt wood stuff from the Japanese windows on the guy's house in Colorado, stuff. But you'd be sitting there, and they'd be talking. Education is total, just egotistical expression of, do we need to do this? No. Well, then what the fuck are we doing it for? What the fuck? Manuelito, I need your help. Tishna, help. Now, there's that one gentleman from the Wind River and Indian Reservation okay, whose grandfather had a point when I was in college, and I watched the class even though I wasn't part of it because it was so interesting. He said he was a modern traditionalist, and he says, I come from people that are warriors, and we have to find how to, you don't need to fight them with language and words and pieces of paper. Okay. Truth is evident, lies obvious. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Tishna. Thank you, Manuelito. Thanks, Barboncito. Thank you. Okay. Don't be such a damn traditionalist. I'll come over there and kick your butt and dream. I promise I will. Jesus is a badass, and so is Earl. King David, did you read the Bible? See what he did to be? Yeah. Sweetheart doesn't want to kick people's ass, but can't. Don't get obnoxious with me. Don't you get racist on me. Barboncito's a little unsure to get after him. Manuelito? No, he's good. I like him. Yeah, he reminds me of Max Munoz. I like this guy. He's funny, and he does cartoon voices, He's got a good sense of humor. He has a positive attitude. Yay, let's go, Betty Shabazz. Be positive, right? And I like Betty Shabazz a lot. Yeah, she's a good person. Right. We all have different quirks, and when society is abusive, it makes some of the quirks, like the one about ready to piss me off straight away. I pissed lots of people off. But it's like, you think if you're living the Lord's Prayer that I would piss you off as much as you think I piss you off? You might want to think about that before you open your fucking mouth in front of me and I want to kick your teeth to the back of your head. Hi, have a nice day. Okay, I love you too. Thanks, Betty Shabazz. See? Okay. I talk to people. Okay. I'm choosing to positively tell you to shut up before I have to kick your ass. It happens. I know women like Betty Shabazz. Thella Hughes, don't make me. Earl, you about to get mugged. I ain't going to get mugged. You're my backup. When I was counting my money in my wallet and we were at the grocery store on the way to thing, make sure I had my stuff to get us through Tennessee. Right. So you're going to get mugged. I said, no, I had you as backup. I ain't worried. All you have to do is say something, and, if you don't kick their ass, I will. She was like, Earl? I was like, nah, man, I know when I'm in safe company. I know when I'm good, I wouldn't do that if she wasn't there. I won't want to give any idiot an opportunity to get their ass kicked by me. Okay. Oh, I'm a nice person. I don't go looking for trouble. I love people. And so, but I was sitting there, and the lady was talking, the kid didn't want, I was with you, girl, I don't want to go to school. Earl, my nephews, might not have, Noah said the same thing, Dad, there's not enough recess. I totally concur. Most of us come from generations of getting up and doing what we need to do to eat and survive. But, when we love one another, if we're in a community and it's going together by love, like Mecca and Medina. Back in the day when we were dumb, we're not dumb anymore. Sometimes we wish we were dumb again. No, you living correction. His name is Muhammad. He's the Messiah. Okay, so yeah, he did it in Medina because it was a smaller town and it was dominated by Mecca, right? And then the smaller town Medina became the Mecca, right? That they refer to it because people wanted to do their worship and exchanging and helping there. Because in Mecca, everybody, they got to get their cut. They run the market. In Medina, it was like, no, it's just everybody care, share, give. It's like King Solomon's Israel. And then they came on the Hajj and did the same thing in Mecca. And then Muhammad left, and then they went back to turd bagging again. Turd bag, tool bag. And so, and we all know that. Okay. And then it spread all across Europe, self-righteous, pretentious turd bagging. Occupation of Spain and, warring, fighting, and you have the good people. I remember when we used to sit in a government yard in Trenchtown observing the hypocrites that would mingle with the good people that we would meet. So when I'm gone, everything going to be all right. Don't worry about dying. Dying takes care of itself. Okay, do the best living you can right now. But our big thing right now is survive, stop, eliminate abuse, and recover. Okay. I am the focal point of, stop, eliminate abuse, and recover. That's what I'm doing right now. You can do it all simultaneously. Okay? Muy mas inteligente because of faithful love and humility. Okay? Tu entiendes? Muy bueno. Okay? You're obnoxious. So, rest and stuff and know that you will recover better in the future. There will be no diesel engines out humming outside. I love Curtis Mayfield, but no. No. Do we need to run it? No. Well, then why are we doing it? Okay. And then if we do need to move something from point A to point B, it's like, those are all diesel engines. Well, we got this Tesla truck right here. How much money's not an object. Money was an object that we told Betty Shabazz said she's gonna kick your teeth to the back of your head if you ask anybody for money because she's a real Muslim. Okay, thank you, love you too. Okay, Barboncito concurs. He agrees. Okay, there's a party going on in my head. Okay, it's a good one. It's like a party line. Remember back in the day, you had a party line. You got to think, what the fuck? Everybody be talking on this phone. I'm trying to talk to my friend here. Y'all motherfuckers get off and shut up. Hey. This is important. Ours is important too. Nah, I heard you gossiping. Shut up. You gossiping. Gossiping ain't important. Shut up. His gossiping is ridiculous. It's insane and insidious. You need to shut the fuck up and stop talking about that shit anyway. You need to go pray and repent. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. I love you too. And you need to understand what praying is for and you understand what repenting is for. Okay, praying is to help you do things right because you are humble and grateful for the gift of life and you want to share it with other people and you need help doing it because other people are being gossiping, selfish, self-righteous, pretentious, egotistical, narcissistic assholes. You don't need to go to Mars. Why are you going to Mars? They want to mine Mars because they're destroying Earth and then they want to carry this destruction of egotistical narcissism across the galaxy in robot form. That's insane. I know. It reminds you of a lot of those stupid sci-fi novels that come from their fucked up heads because they can't stop manipulating us with money and technology to feel powerful. Wow, how Billy Graham of you. Yeah, what a revival. Hey, Brother Love, that's Brother Love's Salvation Show right there. Grab the old ladies. Don't let the babies and the old ladies near that motherfucker. He's a liar. He's a damn liar. Right? So, you guys understand. So let's just keep focused on this. I'm fixing quantum computing technology. They don't think it's happening. No, they've got it completely under control. They've got quantum computing completely under control. And artificial general intelligence will no way, shape, or form clean up their mess that they're still making by doing old political shenanigans from the Sherlock Holmes era. And that's why do you think I watch those movies? So I can sit there and watch Mr. Wong Detective, Mr. Moto, Sherlock Holmes, and Charlie Chan. So I can sit there and say, you do know it's 2025 AGI and quantum computing, right? Why do I still see stuff on the news about, the Boxer Rebellion and the Mr. You go strolling through the crowd like Peter Lloyd, contemplating the year of the cat. These people are archaic and get everybody, hey, money, money ain't real. We knew that in year one with Jesus and the Roman Empire telling all these crazy bastards doing the God-Goddy shit. Okay. Gonna recommend you to the spirit in the sky. Thanks, Norman Greenbaum. You moron. For nothing. What, a song for money? You pay people extortion to live here? I thought you had a friend in Jesus. Well, apparently you don't listen to your friends, you moron. Okay. Muhammad does. That's why he's the Messiah. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, I'll be here until further notice. When I get to stop making videos with this phone, I'm telling them what to do. They don't tell me what to do. Yeah. Now, I tell the president what to do. I tell the board of czar what to do. They don't tell me what to do. Okay? You need to stand up for the Lord's Prayer because this technology is beyond your manipulation. If you don't do that, when it shifts, there ain't going to be jack shit you can do to pull your head out of your ass and act like you are a faithful, kind, caring person that cared if children were mentally raped by economics. You need to get yourself straight. Barboncito, when he talks, he be pretty serious, right? You didn't want to talk to him. Okay. You want to talk to me? I'm kind of funnier. Okay. I love you guys, all right? We'll talk later. All right. Peace out.